taken so far in the Philippines? Have they been taken well? The
We,
product?
we only opened Philippines on
Last
March
year.
the 6th.
Oh, just recently. Okay.
Yes, recently. And in just a few months, we have already sponsored over 20,000 people in the Philippines.
That's already part of your network.
Yes.
20,000 people.
Yes.
Okay, great. Congrats on that. And we'll take a 1-minute break for the people who pay for this show, and then we'll come back and talk to you about the Philippines.
Okay, thank you, sir.
We are with Mr. Eddy Chai of Diamond Lifestyle Corporations, and this is Expat Insight. So stay with us. We have 2 questions, then we'll go into easy stuff. Welcome back to Expat Insights. I'm your host Raju Mandia, and we are still with Eddy Chai of Diamond Lifestyles Corporations Philippines. And let's ask him a couple of more questions which are a little more personal than the ones we asked before. Eddy, let's go back to your past when you first came into network marketing. What was your first experience? Did you just dive into it, or it took you a while before you got the hang of it?
Yes, I dove into it right away. And the unique thing about my life in network marketing is I lost my business in Canada, and I went to Taiwan to do network marketing. I was not born in Taiwan. I don't know anybody in Taiwan, and I don't even speak Chinese. I don't speak Mandarin. You know.
No, the first few days after you entered, did you really have to work very hard, or was it a piece of cake?
Oh, I worked very hard for 30 years. Okay.
No, the first 2 months.
Oh, I am working hard for 2 months and 30 years.
Up
just
until
the same.
now,
I'm
up
working
until
all
now,
the time.
up until now.
I guess I'm used to working, you know.
What kind of paradigms did you have to break in your first 2 months? Because I think that's the crucial stage for any network marketer to start. No? So what kind of paradigms did you have to overcome? Say, I can't do this, I can do this. There's too many phone calls to do, too many people to talk to, too many of my friends are investing in this. Did you go through the same kind of experiences also?
Well, I was a traditional businessman. So
Right.
for us, in our mentality, you know, solving problem is what we do. We do not spend our time thinking about how to fail.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a good statement to make, yeah.
I would rather spend my energy thinking how to be successful. And one of the advice I'll give to all distributors is, when you join network marketing,
Yeah.
you must learn what you are doing.
I would like to ask you not one tip, give me 5 tips on how to get started. What do I do first? What do I do second? How do I follow through? How do I stay on the track? And how do I measure my performance?
Buy a whole bunch of books and tapes and
This
start
is
to
one,
learn.
Yeah, okay, this is one.
Yeah, yeah. Buy a whole bunch of books. You see, you cannot. Most people have no experience in network marketing. And of course, for people like us who have been in the business for a long, long time, we know about how to sponsor, how to have a follow-up, name list, you know, how to talk with people, answer objections and things like that. But most people who join, they don't know. So actually, it's always simple. I think we should learn.
How do you keep yourself inspired? Because, you know, you are paid only on performance.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So you don't get a monthly paycheck every end of the month. Huh? So how do you keep yourself inspired until your first commission check comes in? Yeah, sometimes it can go a month, sometimes it goes 6 months for people.
When I first started, it wasn't you know, what do you call this, on how to start. It was actually survival.
For you, because you needed it badly.
That's it. I was broke. It was survival. I just dive into it and I just work. I just work. Yeah.
How about time management? How about the connections? Like in this country, this is a country made up of connections.
Yes.
So do you think this is a different playing ground compared to Taiwan or Vancouver?
Connections, no. I don't know anybody in Taiwan.
When you went there?
Yes, I just walked the street. I changed name cards with strangers. You know,
Whoa.
I called them up. It was tough. But you know, I just worked. Okay. Time management, I think, is very important for all people, not only networkers, but for everybody. And if we want to do well and be successful, I think we have to learn how to work half a day, 6 days a week.
Half a day, 6 days a week?
Yes.
Well, I was thinking network marketing is 15 hours a day for 9 days a week.
Well, that's what most people think, but what I see is most networkers, they only work 2 days a week, 3 days a week, few hours a day.
Now you have, in the Philippines, you have set up not just an office, but you have set up branches in many cities. Is that correct?
The distributors.
So you don't have your own DLC office, but there are distributors. Do they have a brick and mortar place?
The model that I'm doing is more Amway style, where we don't really set up our own office all over.
Right.
We do subsidize leaders for setting up their own centers.
Wow. Okay.
And when leaders have their own centers, they are more responsible, they are more hardworking, they are under pressure to pay rent. Whereas if we set up the business model done by many companies, where the companies start the office, start the center,
start paying checks, start taking up
expenses. People sometimes don't even appreciate.
So it's a little bit like entrepreneurship, a little bit like franchise.
Yes.
And yet it's different. So how do you maintain your branding in that case? How do you maintain the brand of DLC and say, you have to follow a certain yellow color or a blue color? You still insist on that, even if you're not the investor?
Oh yes, always we do. Like in DLC, we spend quite a lot of money on our company image, our logo, our color, and so on. We do that, and we also have a very, very good company policy written up, and we expect people to do certain things and not to do certain things. We must have a certain amount of control over that.
And when you supply the product, do you have distribution centers there, or they are distributed from Metro Manila directly? People buy a handful of shampoo or a handful of soap. How is that distribution network managed?
We send products to the centers owned by the distributors, but they buy the products themselves.
So it's individual nodes of distribution.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic. So you are going to do a lot of good for this country. That's
yes.
your dream.
We must. We must. It is a circus now. We must.
So what's your long-term plan?
Long-term plan, Philippines is a very interesting country.
Okay, tell us how.
Number one, Philippines is a place where the population is so big.
95 million.
Yes, and many Filipinos, they go all over the world to work.
Correct.
And as a result, many Filipinos speak many, many languages. And as a network company, eventually we have to go international. And we will need people who understand all kinds of languages. So there is a possibility or a goal that I'm setting, that eventually I'm going to do the headquarters for DLC in the Philippines.
Currently the headquarters is Taiwan?
Yes, it's in Taiwan right now.
So you have DLC in Taiwan?
Yes.
So you want to move it here in the future? That's
yes. When you are big in the future, you need many departments. Like you may have to have vice presidents for North America, South America, the Spanish-speaking country, Japan country, and so on. You need a lot of people. I can't find them in Taiwan. We also need a very good website done, and I will have difficulty finding people who can do the website in Japanese or in Korean.
So you get all the services.
Oh,
here.
yes.
In terms of the legal structure of the company,
yes,
is it easier to put up a company of network marketing company in the Philippines, in Taiwan, or any of the Western countries? What are the differences?
It is very easy now, really, to set up a company in any country.
It's almost the same.
Yes, you just apply for a license and set it up. But what I hope the Philippine government will do is to have a very good pyramid law written.
It's not there yet.
I don't know if there is a law written. I was one of the person who gave a lot of input in writing the law in Taiwan. Although at that time, I was still not as good as I am today. So even the law is written, there is still a lot of things that should be added to the law so that we can stop pyramiding. And I hope, Philippines, we can have a pyramid law written. And if the government need any help, my service is free.
You also mentioned that you're also doing a lot of good. That means you're doing a lot of social work, and your company declares by the people, by the distributors, of the distributors, for the distributors. So that means you're doing a lot for sustainability and ecology of this country. So can you share a few words about that?
Well, we have to make sure that we do what we say. For many years, the owners of networking companies, they tell us that we should work hard and it is a vehicle to our dreams. what I found out after 30 years, it is a vehicle to their dreams. It's not our dreams. So it is time now that we have a revolution in this industry.
Just the industry?
Yes, get rid of the owners. Now don't get rid of me, okay? I do not want to own the company. I'm just upline. I just want to finish my work as an upline. So I'm willing to give the money that belongs to me and write it in the marketing plan so that what we say and what we do is the same. Can we make people rich?
That's a good job, yeah.
Yeah. So I can guarantee you I'll be good for the Philippines.
Well, we'll see you in 20 years. I'll be around, hopefully.
Yes.
And you'll be around, so your people will be too. Now, you have written 2 books.
My first book.
No, how about the Aim Higher book?
No, this
the one with your other picture.
I did write another essay or another book on marketing plans. Marketing plans. I don't know if I should tell you the title because I do not want to cause a fight with other people.
Don't tell me the title yet. So tell us about this book and how is it going to help the individual network marketer?
Well, training distributors how to work is very, very important. And most companies do not even know what are the trainings that should be given. And in my book one, Eddy Chai, it is a training for people who just start until they hit the leadership level. In other words, here we teach very basic lessons on how to sponsor, how to sell, you know, the ABC rule, goal setting, meeting after meetings, and image, and so on. This is my first book. And of course, when distributors go for a higher pin level, then we have to teach them other lessons, like, you know, attributes of leadership, you know, how to increase sales, you know, how to lead your organization wide and deep, and so on. So this is another book.
That's very good.
Actually, I have three books altogether.
That's very good. So Eddie, it's been good having you on this show. You've given us good insights on MLM and network marketing, and you've also shown us a vision what you have for the Philippines. No? So we are coming to an end of this show. I'd like to thank you very much for being on this show. If there's anything you want to say to your distributors, to the people in the business, and to Filipinos, the camera is yours for 1 minute.
Yes, I think I'd like to talk to all the people who are in networking today. Okay? Networking is a channel to sell goods and services. It is not a place where you play games and hurt other people. And for the leaders in pyramid scheme, if you want to play games, can you do me a favor, please? Use your own money to play games. Do not use the money of your downlines. People who believe in you, people who trust you, you cannot hurt them. Please, please, networking is networking, pyramid scheme is pyramid scheme. Please be a force for good. Please. Thank you.
All right, so may the force be with you.
Thank you, sir.
Mabuhay, and it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Raju. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.